Well, hello. I wanted to talk to you today about the MarteModena Citizen. Now, this pen was one that was given to me by Larry Berrones, who is also a fountain pen reviewer on YouTube. This is the New York City finish. I honestly know very little about the company, but apparently they are releasing pens in honor of various cities around the world that have flags. So apparently the flag of New York City has red, white, and blue colors. You know, they have the Mumbai finish, the Barcelona, Tokyo. Apparently they don't have one for my small town here in North Dakota, but they have some, so that's pretty wild. So this is a New York City finish. Now I don't know the nib size on this pen. It doesn't give one. I inked it up with Diatramentus cucumber for I don't know why, but I did. And let's take a look at this steel nib, gold plate. Not a whole heck of a lot of flex to this nib, but a little bit of line variation that you can coax out of it. Before I do any more writing, I just want to point out, the cap, MarteModena. It's a hand-finished acrylic from Milan, Italy. Ink window here, which I appreciate. Now that's for a semi-captured converter. Is that a term? Because yeah, I can get at the converter the regular way, that way. Or, if that's just too doggone much work, there is a blind cap here which I can remove and also operate the converter. Not sure of the design philosophy behind that, but it is a thing. Slightly concave grip. It's a comfortable pen to hold. Can be posted. I don't typically post pens, and I feel like it maybe just a bit too long. Oh, and some detail on the finial on the cap. The other finial is just plain. Alright, so let's take a look at some of the writing. So, of course, I always like to look at wetness and flow. No problem keeping up there. The smear test, which is just a... Okay, and did you see that? That's something I've been running into with this pen. Very occasionally it just suffers ink starvation. Very smooth writer, but yeah, ink starvation occasionally. Now, there's various ways to deal with that. One of the ways sometimes works is to tap it on the top the way I was just doing. Another way it sometimes works, which I'm about to do, is to slightly flood the feed. Oh, and splash. You didn't see it, but I splashed. Alright, let's see if that was enough to get this guy going again. That's honestly been my big complaint. The pen itself is very smooth writing, and I'm very happy with it. And honestly, the problem may have a bit to do with the ink in use rather than the pen itself, because I didn't have this pen the first time I used it. I always like to go through several fills. It's the first time I've used this particular ink in this pen. So that may have something to do with it, just saying. Alright, so smear test. Yeah, nice wet flow. And then reverse writing. And again, see how smoothly that's going? Now, I've written with this on and off all day, so I don't know why the sudden ink starvation. Still very smooth. In fact, I will honestly say this is probably the smoothest nib of any pen I own. I mean, it's nice. That ink starvation thing that randomly crops up, that bothers me. But as I said, I've only had that trouble with this ink, and sometimes one ink and one pen do not play well together, and I think this is one of those times. So we're going to do a quote. I can guarantee you're not going to see any trouble with ink starvation because, I solve it and it goes away for quite a while. Alright, and one last thing, since I'm capping it, I forgot to mention earlier. It takes quite a lot of twists to cap this pen. So lately what I've been talking about with these pens, since these are more subjective reviews than objective measurements and so on, value. I look at this pen and yeah, the price makes me go, yerp! But then I start looking at comparable pens, and I realize this is actually at the lower end for comparable pens. It's an acrylic pen. It's, has some hand manufacture. It's not just cast resin or something. And Italian for what it's worth. Very smooth nib. And like I said, other than it doesn't seem to like Dea Trementis cucumber ink, it's a very smooth writer and very good writer. Some of the finishes are more attractive than others, but hey, that's a personal taste thing. So yeah, I'd put this pen as value. It's kind of a higher cost steel nib pen, but yeah, good pen. So thank you, Larry Berrones, for this pen. I have been enjoying it, and I hope this was useful to all of you. And I thank you for watching. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.